Hi, my name is Professor Austin, and I'm the course lead for the M250 course. I decided to create a quick tutorial for you guys as opposed to sending you a very long email that would cover the revisions for this new course. So as you guys are aware, we are transitioning to the 5.5 week courses, and this is one of the courses that has made their transition. So I know some of you guys have been teaching this course for some time, so I want to introduce you guys to some of the changes. I'm pretty sure you guys have been through the course so far, excuse me, but I want to, just kind of go over a couple of changes that happen within the course. So again, this is a 5.5 week course, and some of the material that was in the 11-week course was condensed to this course, and some you may not see as well. I wanted to bring you guys to, the attention to you guys, your course page here. I think it's always great if you don't do it to have your picture up and have your WebEx link for your live lectures to be listed here and your phone number as well. Some of the students, they really, enjoy seeing this information, right there on the home page. So that's just a personal tip that I always do. And I don't have it listed here, but a lot of times I have created a Google number for myself. So the number that's listed here is my office number, but I also have a Google number that is attached to my cell phone number. So I know some professors actually give out their cell phone numbers, and if you don't want to do that, you can also do a Google number, and you'll be able to answer that to your phone as well. So that's just something extra that you can do. If you are kind of skeptical about handing out your cell phone number, they can have a Google number, and it's free. So if you guys want more information on that, please let me know, and I can guide you through that as well. So here you can see that we have a total of 6 modules, but what I really want to bring to your attention is in Module 2. So in Module 2, we have, you have your assignments listed here, but one of the most important things here is the CCA submission assignment. So in the previous course, you guys, I think the CCA was slightly mentioned, but it didn't go into detail. So we decided to kind of really capture, the CCA exam application process. So that is very new to the course, and actually it's worth points as well. So if you guys didn't know, you have students that are in the MBCC program, which is the Medical Billing Coding Certificate program, and you also have HIT students in this course as well. So you will get a mixture of both. Now, I wanted to bring to your attention that, of course, the MBCC students, they are the ones that will be sitting for the CCA exam. They're not required, but we want to let them know that, hey, you do have this option. And of course, the HIT students will be sitting for the RHAT exam. Again, they're not required, but they do have the option to do so. So for this particular assignment, I would like for you guys, we have the directions here, which are very detailed, very thorough, but sometimes you still would get questions, and some of their questions are listed right here. So if you can just kindly guide them back to this module and the PDF file that we have created, which is this one here, the CCA exam application process. So as you can see, it opens up for them, and it's like a quick FAQ. So it pretty much answers a lot of their questions, and it provides guidance as well. What is not listed in here, because we're still trying to tweak some things, I would ask for you guys to, when they're submitting their CCA application, so maybe when you guys post your announcements for next week, because that's when it kicks off, remind them or introduce them to having them to state what campus they belong to. So that's the whole issue. We need to know the campus that the students belong to so that the process isn't as long for the instructor, okay? I had to do this for the last 2 terms, and I had to go to Salesforce to look up each student to see what campus they belong to. So let's try to cut down that time and make a quick announcement for them, for the students, to tell them that they need to list the campus that they actually belong to, their campus home, in addition to submitting their application. Please note that the students again are not required, and if they choose not to sit for the exam, they can submit a Word document that quickly says like, "Hey, I am opting not to sit for the exam. Thank you," or whatever. They need to still submit something so that they can get points. This assignment is points driven. And the same applies to the RHIT students. Of course, they will not be submitting a CCA exam application. However, they still need to submit to you a quick Word document that just says, "Hey, my name is such and such. I am in the HIT program, and I plan on sitting for the RHIT exam in the very near future." So something like that. So just, kind of inform them, because some students think that if they're not going to sit for it, I'm not going to say anything. But please let them know, bring to their attention that this assignment is points driven. So we want to make sure that, whether you are or you aren't, please submit something in that slot hole so that we know to give them points for that. And again, please request for them to mention their campus home so that we are aware of, where these applications should be sent. Now, I'm not sure if you guys have access to Salesforce. I'm thinking you do. So this will be something else that you can kind of go into. If the students did forget, you can go into Salesforce to see if they, what campus they belong to, or we could just put the responsibility back onto the student and have them to list what campus that they belong to. So this is something, again, that I wanted to bring to your attention, because this is very new for this course. We had an issue with not being able to kind of, keep a hold of the MBC students and making sure that they are aware that they can sit for the exam. So we want to make sure that, that they know that they have this opportunity to sit for the CCA exam. So that was one of the most important things I wanted to mention to you guys. And I will go back to module 1. So the way that they're doing some of these 5.5-week courses is they're the process is that they're making the first module and the last module very light. So you will notice in module 1, it's really not that much going on. And we did this because, we know that in module 1 or week 1, we have issues. Some of the students may not have books. We have people that are enrolling maybe Thursday or even Friday into the course. You have a lot of things that are going on in week 1. So we wanted to make it that, it's easy for the instructor and the students as well to kind of bounce right in and get what needs to be done, and, you're not falling too far behind. So in week 1 or module 1, there's really not that much going on. You do have a discussion posting listed here. And basically the student is just getting acclimated to, the course and what's expected of the student. Something else new for this course is that we are required to perform live lectures. So each week we'll perform a live lecture, and I would suggest that you guys do it early on in the week, because what I found is that the students really depend on the live lectures. Some of them may not come. However, they're really looking at those recordings. So I always try to do mine at least no later than Wednesday. I really try to stick to Tuesday. Monday, I'm just not a morning person, so I'll stick to Tuesday early in the morning. I'll do my live lecture, and I'll post the link so that they will have the entire week to kind of get stuff done, review the live lecture, and before they're completing their assignments and things like that. So again, we are, as instructors, we are required to perform live lectures. And the material is actually, it should be embedded into the course as well. So you have PowerPoint slides that are embedded into the course. It should be under, I think, course materials for the faculty guide. Okay, so it's under the faculty guide here. Okay, so you have your answer keys, you have your rubrics, okay, and okay, I'm not seeing the PowerPoint slides, so I may have to email these out to you guys here. That should be embedded too, so that you guys just have a hand with that. And so let me bounce to module 6. So module 6, again, you have your assignments. We do have a coding assessment. We have a coding assessment here. We have a career, a summary assignment. The thing is for the new courses is that we're trying to really be career driven, a career focused. Just making the students aware of their opportunities in the industry. Sometimes in the older courses, we really didn't discuss that. It didn't go into like detail. So we have created a career summary assignment for students to kind of really dig deep into what is this they're going to school for, and what are my options, and what are the opportunities after completing the program. What can I do with this? So we have that. We do have a coding assignment, of course, and then again we do have the coding assessment. Now, if you see here, both of these are listed. One is listed in ERA, which is this one, I believe. So we have to send out an announcement to the students just to let them know that, you will see 2 coding assessments here. However, you're only required to do one. And really, if they click on this one, it would just give them an error message. So they're only required to complete one coding assessment. One thing else I will mention too, and maybe this may just be a Blackboard thing. When the students are when they have completed the assessment, I've gotten emails stating that they aren't able to, I guess, see on their end that they actually completed the assessment. So of course you get at last quarter I got a lot of frantic students like, oh my God, I just completed it, but I don't know where it went. I don't see anything. So just reassure them that, hey, it may appear like that. However, I can see it on my end that you've submitted your assessment and everything is great, and it's automatically graded as well. So just kind of give them a heads up. And that's what I always do too. I think I did that like at the end of week 5. Students are jumping into their assessments, trying to, finish things up. Just give them a heads up to let them know that, hey, on your end, it may appear that you didn't complete the assessment, or it won't show you, that you're done or what have you, but let them know that it appears on your end and everything is fine. Okay. So that's one of the kind of the quirky things about this one. I'm not sure again if it's a Blackboard thing or some type of glitch, but it does appear to the student that they didn't do anything. Nothing was submitted for the Module 6 program assessment. Another thing that I want to bring to your attention is that we have taken out the discussions. So some of these courses are moving far away from having like weekly discussions, and this is one of the courses that has actually done that process. So we have one total discussion in this course. Okay, this course is really driven from their medical coding. So each week, of course, we will have medical coding, and in the live lectures. Okay, and there may be a couple of other odd assignments in there as well. But of course, this course is really coding chart driven. Okay. And something else I want to bring to your attention is that modules, I want to say 2, 3, and 4, they are all multiple choice type of assignments. So the students are having to code various assignments, and they are listed in multiple choice. Okay. This is something that was very different from the previous courses. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention as well, that the assignments are multiple choice. And I want to say in 5 and 6, those are going to be our short answer questions. And we will have to physically go in and grade those assignments and submit them back to the students. Another thing too is I would suggest to you guys, even though that modules 2, 3, and 4 are all multiple choice and they are automatically graded, we need to still go back and provide feedback, because some of them are getting things wrong. So, and they look to having that feedback as well to know, how to correct this in the very near future. So let's go back and add the feedback, and we're not submitting any answer keys as well.